Should the Atlanta Hawks trade for Julius Randle? The short answer to this is absolutely yes. And in this video, I'm going to detail not only the trade value that Julius Randle can add to the Atlanta Hawks, but the trade overall and how it would impact and benefit both teams going forward. Now, if you don't know, Julius Randle is kind of a baller. I think he averaged like 24 points last year with the New York Knicks before he got hurt. And he's kind of been like, he's been good with the Knicks. But the Knicks are starting to figure out, hey, we kind of don't need Julius Randle to make this long-term playoff run. And the more they continue to win without him, I think it would be the easier and easier it'll get for teams to trade for him, particularly, wow, say that word, but for the Atlanta Hawks to trade for him. So I think we as Atlanta Hawks fans, unfortunately, we want the Knicks to win because that lets them know, hey, we don't need Julius Randle. Now, in terms of what Julius Randle can bring to the Atlanta Hawks, number one, scoring. He's a 24-point per game average scorer. He also is a big body at 6'8". He can lock down that power forward position. But defensively, he's a player. And I think that kind of goes underrated because he's asked to score at a high clip. Well, he was asked to score at a high clip in New York, but he can play defense. And you pair him with another big down there, I think that would be a very tough roster to score on. Now, in regards to trades and what would work for both teams, I think the more, like I said, the more that the New York Knicks win, the more that they don't really need Julius Randle. And as they continue to build this identity of a defensive-minded, high-flying, play a lot of minute team, the more they'll realize, hey, we need to go sign guys that will fit this culture. And Julius Randle kind of does not fit in the culture right now. So in regards to trades, I think Julius Randle will be a phenomenal pickup for the Atlanta Hawks. And then in regards to the other side of the trade, I think the New York Knicks needs bigger defensive wings who can play, who can kind of score, and can play off of Jalen Brunson. And the two ideas and the two people that are currently on the Atlanta Hawks roster now that can fit that is number one, DeAndre Hunter, and number two, Onyeka Okongwu. I know it would be tough giving up Big O, but I think for the future of the organization, for the Atlanta Hawks, they need to surround Trae Young with big, aggressive, defensive, reliable scores. And I think Julius Randle is one. Now, in regards to New York Knicks, imagine a roster with, I don't know, maybe Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, OG, I don't know, DeAndre Hunter, and maybe Mitchell Robinson. And you got Big O coming off the bench. Those are two phenomenal players on their side that can help and play defense 1 through 4. And I think that they want to have guys, not only bigger wings who can play 1 through 4, but Onyeka can come off the bench and he can solidify. He can play either 5 or 4 off the bench. He can start if he continues to develop that shot. But definitely DeAndre Hunter, he's a guy that can play all positions. He can get his own, and he'll be a phenomenal fit along with the guys that they have on that roster right now. And regardless, if you say, hey, this is a raw deal for the New York Knicks, Julius Randle's not playing. And the more they win without Julius Randle, the more teams realize, hey, they don't need Julius Randle. So for them to get value like DeAndre Hunter and Onyeka Okongwu for Julius Randle, I think that works out in their favor as well. And both of these, this trade will match up because both of the salaries essentially match up. And I think this is a win-win for both teams. Now, if you agree with me, leave a comment down below. If you hate Julius Randle and say he won't fit with the Atlanta Hawks, I guess it's okay, but I think that would be one of the many moves that the Atlanta Hawks can make. And if they can get him for DeAndre Hunter and Onyeka Okongwu, I think that's a perfect upgrade. That still allows you to have Trae Young and DeJounte Murray on the team. I think you would eventually trade one of those two, still probably DeJounte Murray. And imagine if you can trade DeJounte Murray and some other players for, I don't know, maybe Paul George or something like that. I know that's a shot in the dark. Or maybe Brandon Ingram. Imagine this team: Trae Young, Brandon Ingram, Jalen Johnson, Julius Randle, Clint Capella. Starting to build out a roster. That's all I'm saying. But if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. If you want to see more NBA crazy videos like this, check this one out right here. And like always, peace.